here's what I'm thinking. Now that we have vaccines and people are being vaccinated, why don't we have a total for that? You know, total vaccines worldwide, this many people have gotten it. You know, so we'd be a little more optimistic about our situation.
Well, this is an emergency situation, and we need to start acting like it. And that's what the Biden transition team...
So after last week's shenanigans, a lot of you are probably finding yourself on the FBI's no-fly list, which means that you are legally barred from getting on an aircraft and traveling across the United States. And you find yourself stranded in one part of the country trying to get home. You're nowhere near a bus stop or a train station, and getting a rental car seems incredibly infeasible given the distance you're trying to travel. What can you do? Might I recommend hitchhiking? Yes, that's right, transportation by thumb, relying on the kindness of strangers to get you home. But just remember the rules of the road. It's cash, grass, or ass.
Okay, so with all this talk from the Democrats and the media about how Donald Trump supporters, tried to stage a coup and desecrate our sacred election system, I can't help wondering, why are they all still recognizing Juan Guaido as a legitimate president of Venezuela when he essentially tried to do the same thing Trump did? Juan Guaido, if you don't remember, there was an election in Venezuela. Maduro won, but Juan Guaido didn't like this. So Juan Guaido says, this election doesn't count, and by the Constitution, that means I'm the president, right? And people in our country, including Joe Biden and the Democrats, recognize him as a legitimate president of Venezuela, even though the Venezuelan people say, hey, we want Maduro. Juan and his guys try to stage a rebellion, a revolution, as we're calling it, because we like him, but honestly, it's a coup.
Okay, so after the events of last week, a lot of people are asking the question, what do other countries think about all this? Well, here's the thing. I think some of them are worried about what President Biden's going to do. That's right. They're already looking at the next president and asking questions. See, here's the thing with the United States. When we have some sort of domestic issues we don't want to deal with, we look for some foreign problem to solve, right? Instead of dealing with internal struggles, we're looking for external threats. I think a lot of countries are worried they're going to be singled out as this enemy that the United States is going to rally and unify against. And you look at Joe Biden's record with military action. You look at some of the things people are saying, like, oh, these people, they think we're weak now. I think they are definitely looking for a fight so they can unify the nation. I don't know if I can stop it, but I'm going to say this. Can I at least recommend that fight be with the North Sentinel Islands? Those guys are jerks. This is Ranking the States in Alphabetical Order, Part 33. In 18th place, we have Louisiana. Louisiana. There ain't nothing there but a bunch of gators and jazz bands. This is Ranking the States in Alphabetical Order, Part 34. In 17th place, we have Kentucky. Kentucky. There ain't nothing there but a bunch of racehorses and inbreds. This is Ranking the States in Alphabetical Order, Part 35. In 16th place, we have Kansas. Kansas. There ain't nothing there. Okay, so I might just owe Joe Biden an apology. Might. So I said in my last video that I think Joe Biden is going to try and start a fight with another country as a way to unify the United States, right? Well, it turns out we might not have to wait till Joe Biden becomes president for that to happen. The Trump administration is trying to start shit up with Iran again. Secretary of the State Mike Pompeo says, hey, Iran, they're working with Al-Qaeda. Yeah. So that's happening. They're trying to start a war. Yes, their fat ass is going out the door. Ironic thing is, well, that's just going to give Joe Biden a chance to unify the United States. You know, I'm beginning to think that this whole decade, the 2020s, is just going to be an entirely piss-poor experience.